Landman Episode 1 returns with the title of Clumsy This Life, delivering explosive twists and dramatic consequences across multiple storylines. Following last week's focus on character narratives and personal issues, the other Norris family members and Landman continue to adapt to life in the patch. While Tommy tries to fend off the drug cartel that wants to pay them for their lost commodity, Cooper makes a bold move in the name of his newfound love. Meanwhile, Angela and Anley surprise everyone by continuing their captivating story from the previous episode. Cooper and Rebecca argue about the money offered to Ariana following her husband's death in the opening scene, which continues where episode 7 left off. As Tommy's son lays out how he has the upper hand and correctly identifies the money as a settlement compensation, he demands $1 million per family during the next heated standoff. Rebecca becomes irritated by this and begins to wonder if he had a direct hand in Ariana's husband's and her 2 other family members' deaths, something that only Cooper and we know isn't true. In any case, the dramatic moment effectively covers Ariana's mortgage and provides her with enough money to save for her child's college fund, securing her for the rest of her life. It doesn't, however, make her feel better, because the encounter makes her understand how much she loves Cooper. She continues to doubt her emotions though, wondering whether they aren't as real as she thinks and are instead the result of grief. Because the developing relationship is so likable due to their common challenges, it creates compelling drama. Tommy interjects himself into their plot towards the end to see how close they really are, which exacerbates this. Ariana lashes out at him after he casually remarks about how stable their relationship is, admitting that not even her late spouse gave her the same look as Cooper. Tommy leaves after realizing how close they are, even saying a few rare words of kindness to her. This not only demonstrates his sincere sympathy for his son's predicament, but also shows the true bond the young couple is developing, which is evident to any third party. Although Cooper's struggle with his family has been a significant theme of the series from the start, Tommy's discovery of how sincere his bond with Ariana is may lead to them re-establishing their relationship. It creates the conditions for a better relationship between them, even though it doesn't ensure that their link will be completely restored, particularly now that Cooper has left the patch. That, however, will also rely on the single mother's actions, since her heart still aches at the thought of leaving her husband so soon. Anley's episode 7 narrative with Ryder Simpson and her and Angela's antics in the nursing home have surprisingly reappeared. After the two take the residents bowling, Angela and one of the women there have some rather explicit conversations. The Norris daughter wants to know whether a star quarterback genuinely cares about her or if he is attempting to take advantage of her like Dakota. Thus, it quickly becomes the destination for Anley and Ryder on their date. These side stories provide some much-needed humor to break up the darker plotlines the Norris men must deal with. Even though they aren't as dramatic or gloomy as those centered on the oil industry, they distinguish the duo from conventional stereotypes by giving them individual goals outside of their familial responsibilities. Some writers might have made the same mistake, but like Taylor Sheridan's previous series, Landman is able to make every scene feel relevant to the show's overall themes and plot. However, due to all the problems he must deal with, Tommy is able to steal the show during the episode's emotional core. In order to prevent the cartel from conducting any more drug runs, Monty, John Hamm, keeps his word and tries to send in the Texas National Guard, who are currently training airstrikes on some of the fields. Regretfully, this occurs during what is known to be Monty's 5th heart attack, brought on by stress, a casual development whose unnerving composure highlights how demanding the boss's work is in reality. However, the National Guard unintentionally blows up a van full of cocaine and drug dealers in the closing seconds of episode 8, which brings Landman's cartel story to a head. With peace no longer an option for the cartel, the fiery cliffhanger assures us that this error will not go unpunished. As was alluded to in episode 7 when the cartel saw Tommy take Anley home, this might lead to some significant changes for the Norris family and the criminal organization. The unintentional fatalities provide a grim glimpse of what can happen in the penultimate episode. The show is building to a conflict-heavy finale that might put the entire Norris family in danger from the cartel. With only 2 episodes remaining before Landman Season 1 concludes, as the distinction between personal and professional life becomes increasingly hazy, this most recent explosive dilemma may be the final straw that pushes everyone over the edge and into anarchy. The episode is the ideal prelude to whatever significant events will transpire over the next few weeks because of its dramatic tension, tremendous build-up, and a brief pause to allow for reflection. If you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Bye.